As this interview with Meghan Markle wrapped up, there are 3 portions I need to spotlight for you that show the manipulation and the craziness of Meghan Markle. Welcome to Popcorn Palace. I am Andy Signor. I hope you checked out all 3 parts of our previous series on this Bloomberg interview with Meghan Markle. A lot of you missed last night because I posted it late, so I'll put a card here. Go check out part 3. They'll all be at the end of this on the title card. But I want to get to the final section of this now 4-part series. And honestly, these are the 3 most revealing sections yet. I don't just say that to clickbait you. 3 sections here that are incredibly revealing about Meghan. Let's start with number 1. You ready?
Talked about how important it is to be financially literate, especially for women to be financially literate. You know,
financially literate is the word here.
Talk a little bit about your own journey around money, learning how to make it, learning how to manage it.
How to make sure you understand how to budget and make money and things like that. Now watch how quickly Meghan, who married a prince, spins it.
Certainly as an auditioning actor, you are paycheck to paycheck. So you're very mindful about how you spend.
And why you want to get a prince, because acting sucks.
I grew up clipping coupons. I grew up looking for deals and the sale rack. I always worked. I mean, my first job was when I was 13 at a frozen yogurt shop called Humphrey Yogurt. I've had a lot of jobs over the years. And when you work really hard, you value what you've earned. So I think that translates into how I invest. It translates into how I spend, what I teach my children. And
she's literally never had a job until she started this business, which she got a lot of investment by being the wife of a prince.
I think it's incredibly important for young women, especially, to have a sense of why it matters for her to earn her own money and to be able to be financially independent. That's not about anything other than being self-reliant. And the more that you're able to take care of yourself, especially as a woman, then you're making practical choices in your life that are not hindered by a need being met by someone external. Taking care of yourself is so key, and it's the most empowering thing in the world.
We actually did.
Says the woman who literally marries a prince. I can't... It's really hard to listen to her talk about this. Oh, it's so important, ladies. Make sure you know how to get a job. It's like, duh. Like most of everybody in the world has to get a job. The reality is you don't even need to get a job. You can just live as a duchess. And now she's out there teaching everyone how to be hardworking. What a complete joke. She is the last person I want to learn any financial literacy from or any financial tips. Your only tip should be try to bag yourself a prince.
At our first lemonade stand this weekend.
They talk about lemonade stand. All right, now that was section 1 where they talk about the finances. Are you ready for this? Ooh, we got another amazing reveal here from the Duchess of Sussex.
And your kids are going to live in totally different circumstances than you did.
Yeah.
Because, you know, they're the kids of a prince.
How do you reconcile that?
We normalize as much as we can, but also we're such hands-on parents.
Literally, they have like 4 nannies.
And it matters so much to both of us.
They travel. How often, guys, do they travel without those kids?
Being a parent matters so much to my husband. Being a parent matters so much to me.
Being a parent matters to them.
And so there's no version of that where, in spite of all of the privilege that our children have access to and the life that they have and the opportunities that they'll be given.
Massive amounts of privilege.
And that they'll work for. I think from our standpoint, it all comes back to values. What do we want to raise?
Yeah.
Great human beings, kind people.
Get ready. It gets really hard to watch. These values, you know, like family values?
Present and aware citizens, people who want to help the world and make things better. And where does that start? That starts in your kitchen, in your home.
With your family.
Being a part of. That starts with taking your plate to the sink and contributing and not expecting that things will just be taken care of for you or handed to you.
By 4 nannies and a staff of cleaners, you know, like everyone has a home.
At some point, they're going to be able to read what's been written. Like, do you think about that moment? Do you worry about that moment?
I think about it, but at the same time...
She thinks about it. Oh, very revealing there. So of course she's thinking about it. She can't help but think about, oh my God, they might figure out the truth about me, all the stuff that's been written about me.
And I think my children know that I will tell them the truth. And also, I would caveat that by saying,
not about your dad. They're not. You're definitely not being honest about your dad.
the truth based on what they can carry. In
the truth based on what they can carry. Interesting. Look at her.
that moment. But also our children get to see the example of who we are as human beings every single day.
Yeah.
So I know that will be informed by whatever they end up reading.
We're so glorious. That's how they'll really judge us. My kids will see how great I am. I'm perfect.
But equally, they have the same great community that we do.
Is there anything you want for your kids that's different than what you and Harry have had? Like, especially when it comes to family.
Especially when it comes to family. Like, you mean something different, like actually have family outside of your husband?
Oh yeah, I want them to have the fullness of life and family and support in a way that we have had.
All her sisters, brother, her dad, the royals, all of which have completely ghosted them because they can't be trusted with any of them. Well, actually, her father is literally being left and abandoned while he's like literally on his last lives after having a stroke, etc. And she will not talk to him.
And that we do have in many ways. And also, I want them to be able to carve out the life that they want for themselves. And that will very much be not necessarily mimicking, but that'll be very much reflective of the choices my husband and I have made.
Yeah, of disowning family members, that you're going to gaslight your own kids to think that was worthy. So if they ever do that to you, Meghan, you know where it came from.
Hardest question of the day on a busy night. What is your go-to easy kids meal?
Oh, that's so easy. That's so easy. On the longest day where there is no time and you don't want any fuss, frozen chicken nuggets, frozen tater tots, they both go in the toaster oven. My daughter loves macaroni and cheese, so one of the ones from Anne.
She's normal. Her kids like mac and cheese. Well, here's where it gets more interesting, because then we get to the brand itself. And actually, this is the one part of the show where I feel like the producers actually challenged her a little bit with just this voiceover.
A celebrity brand is only as strong as the celebrity's image it's built on. Fairly or unfairly, people have a lot of opinions about Meghan Inc. Perhaps she can harness all the attention, welcome or not, to sell a vision that seems to connect to her truth, that she really does just love to jam in the kitchen. The hard part may not be getting customers to buy it, but to believe it.
Ooh, I love it. That was real. That was as tight hard as it got. Notice she didn't do it to her face, but I bet you Meghan didn't like hearing that part, because the host is right. I'm going to be polite in this room with her, but the hardest part is going to get people to believe that you're real.
If you could choose one thing for people to know the truth about you, what would that one thing be?
No one's ever asked me that.
No one's ever asked me that. Oh my God, you're brilliant. You've asked me a question about that.
What a great question. The one thing, oh God.
It wasn't that great of a question. It really wasn't.
The one thing. Oh gosh,
Stalling. She has so many things.
I think when I sit with it for a second here, I just want people to know that I'm a real person.
What do we think? You're a robot or an alien? Like, oh God, the victiming here. I'm just a real person.
And I think a lot of that gets lost in what can be super dehumanizing when you look at the clickbait culture and how much is written about someone. It's like,
woe is me, the Duchess, who literally doesn't have to work, but is choosing to work and can choose to work however I want. I get such mean press.
no, my friends have to read those things. Like, I have real best friends, the same ones since I was 17.
No, you don't, you liar. Come on. I've read about a lot of your friends who've come forward from those days, and you did not be nice to them. What about Jessica Mulroney, who you completely threw under the bus? Your real friends. Oh my God, you are such a liar.
Like, I'm a real mom.
Look how hard she's selling. I'm a real person. I have real friends. I'm a real mom. Have you ever seen a celebrity have to be this pathetically victimize themselves to plead to you? I'm a real person. I promise. Believe me. Wait, usually when you have to do that kind of stuff, there's something wrong. There's some smoke in this fire.
I choose to go and do school pickup and drop off, but I do that.
She caught herself. I have to pick up my kids. Can you believe it? Oh, I choose to.
Or a landscape that is created that forgets that I'm a real person.
Who else?
And how would you want someone to treat a real person in your life that you cared about or loved or respected? And so there's something about that, I think.
Stop criticizing me because I read it and it's mean, even though I don't read it and it's not, and I don't know, but I clearly do. And I'm lying when I say I don't read it.
That often gets lost. And even though earlier I was saying you can compartmentalize, like I say that's a caricature. Yes, but my kids will see those magazines.
You just said you don't care. Remember she just talked about that earlier?
And we all know moms gossip. And so I have to make a choice to move through the world as myself in spite of all the noise that's created. But maybe there would be less noise if people remembered that I'm a real person.
That's the one truth she wants you to know. She's a real person. You know, I don't trust anybody who's going to remind me and try to sell me that they're a real person. That's a sign that you're not doing a good job at being genuine. Hence that part before where that's going to be her toughest thing.
You're a real person.
Yeah.
I can say I'm here, and I can attest.
Pinch me, I'm real. She's real. She's a real person.
Who doesn't think you're real? I don't think you're genuine. That's a different thing, Meghan. Of course you're a real human being, you bozo. Like, you're trying so hard. This victim tour, it never ends with her. The most privileged person in the world. Whoa, it's so tough, please. I'm real. There is real suffering in this world. And this is what we're talking about? Like, literally, people can't afford eggs. Like, the world is in, like, chaos right now. Division everywhere, all over, wars. And Meghan Markle's one truth is that I'm a real person, people. Oh my God, enough. This is what we don't like. And it's not because we're mean or bullies. You're putting this out and I'm allowed to react and I'm allowed to call you out for what you are, a diva, narcissistic, crazy person, a disingenuous, total phony. I don't want it. Why are you selling me a brand? Go do some real work, like the real world. My God, this woman is miserable. Have you ever seen anybody, tell me in the comments, have to try this hard to tell you that they're real? Hit the bell for alerts, smash that like, let me know. You're not going to miss it. We're live on Popcorn Planet as well right now. We're live in Vegas. Perez Hilton's doing a hearing against Blake Lively. So join us over there and stay tuned for more here on Popcorn Palace.